Right after my rant yesterday, this follows on. Simon Squid, he said something really, really interesting about education. Simon Squid is a British entrepreneur. He sold out his business, and all he wants to do now is help young people start their own business and get away from the normal system that we're all entangled with. And you know my feelings about the normal system. It is broken. It is, for someone like me, it's useless. For someone like a solicitor, a doctor, perfect. It's good for them. But the problem is the curriculum is pigeonholing everybody the same way. And if you don't fit that pigeonhole that they want you to fit in, then you're deemed a loser. And so many people that I know who was deemed losers at school are now multi-millionaires. Just in my year. And the interesting thing is that those people who got A stars and A's in my year, not one of them is a millionaire. Why? Because they followed the normal process. They followed the normal ladder of working for somebody. The wage was good enough. Good is the enemy of great, remember. It was good enough not to go out on your own. Me, I was talking to someone the other day. I had no choice. If I wanted to earn some money, I had to go out on my own because I was damn sure not going to get a job with my grades. I know so many people who have been ultra successful from my school who are now multimillionaires, and I wasn't good at school. And so, Zach, Kai, when you're listening to this, if you're good at school, brilliant, but it's not the end of the world. It's not everything. I don't know, like I say, one A star, one A student who is a millionaire, who is working for themselves, who is independent, has freedom, financial freedom, time freedom. It doesn't happen. So Simon Squid said something the other day. And by the way, I'm sure it does happen. When I say it doesn't happen, the majority of cases, it doesn't happen because they are good enough to get a wage in the normal route that people go, working for somebody. And when you're good, it's the enemy of great because you're not pushed for greatness. You're stuck in that good zone. I was never in that good zone. I never had the curse of a good zone, luckily. 82% of students end up working for D students. 82% of A students, end up working for D students. And now, I can't 100% tell you if this is factual or not. I've even put a note here, careful those, because I can't find if it's true or not. I don't know where he got that information from, and I don't like the fact he put D students because it could be D and below, but he didn't say D and below, but he just said 82% of, and by the way, he said multi-millionaire. 82% of A students end up working for D students. I would maybe say D and below students. I wasn't a D student. I wasn't good enough to be a D student. I was an E and an F man, and I think I got a couple of Ds. And so 82% of students end up working for D students, Simon Squid. So just remember, if you are going through school right now and you're not getting good grades, it's probably beneficial. No, it's probably not, but it's interesting. It depends what else you've got. It depends if you listen to an educational podcast, if you're listening to something like this and you've come across something like this, then it's probably a good thing because it means you've got something else. You've got something else that school doesn't nurture. School is not there to nurture entrepreneurship. Business studies. I got sent to sport room at business studies because the business studies teacher absolutely took a real disliking to me. Obviously, I don't know why. And then I got told off for something, and you'll never amount to anything or something. You never run a business if you're there. And so I quickly said something back because my dad always said that my dad basically said if it was any good at business studies, any good at business, they'd be running their own business. They won't be teaching in a school earning X amount of money. And so I said that. So I quickly said, well, what about me running the business? You won't be running the business, but you're pretending to know all about business because you're teaching a business. You're teaching business studies at school when you don't really run a business and you haven't ever run a business, have you? And that's it. I got sent to support room. I want a lot back in class for the rest of the year because I challenged the teacher. But it's interesting though, isn't it? Business studies teachers who were supposed to be teaching business studies, have they ever run a business? I find it fascinating. Probably not. In 99% of cases, I would say probably not. And so we need to teach entrepreneurship in school. There is more to school, or there should be more to school than the national curriculum as it is right now. And I know loads of people, including some family members, absolutely dislike it when I start saying things like this. I had an argument with someone, not an argument, I had a disagreement with somebody on my 40th birthday in my family about this. And they're an academic. I'm not. And so obviously academics and non-academics can have a different way of thinking about it. Anyway, tomorrow I will not be as opinionated, I promise. All right. I love you. I appreciate it. And I'll see you soon.